story begins in ancient Japan. Queen Himiko had sworn to destroy the entire kingdom with her dark magic. Her powers were so terrifying that people shivered at the mere mention of her name. But the kingdom's generals revolted. They captured her and imprisoned her on a mysterious island, a place where not even birds existed. Centuries passed. One day, Lord Richard Croft came across an old map that held clues to the island where Queen Himiko had been imprisoned. In search of the truth, he left his daughter in London and set off toward the cursed island where death awaited him. 7 years later, a young and determined Lara Croft fights in a ring. There is no anger in her eyes, only an unfulfilled quest. Her opponent overpowers her, locking her in a chokehold. She struggles with all her strength, but ultimately taps out. After her father disappeared, Lara's life was full of struggle. She survived by doing odd jobs. One day, her father's old business partner, Anna, comes to see her. "Lara, your father left a lot for you. You don't need these jobs, Lara." "I don't want money. I want my father." 7 years had passed. Everyone believed Richard Croft would never return. Lara's life reached a turning point when Anna said, "Lara, it's time to face the truth. You have to sign these papers to legally declare your father dead. Otherwise, the government will take over all his property and nothing will be left for you." That night, Lara sits alone in her room, holding the necklace her father gave her before leaving. Richard had said, "If you ever think of me, just hold this in your hand. I'll know." Tears fill her eyes, but one question lingers. Is her father really gone? The next day, Lara goes to Croft Holdings' massive building to sign the papers, declaring her father dead. Before signing, the lawyer hands her the last items Richard left behind, a mysterious puzzle box called Karakuri. Lara carefully turns the box, and in moments, she solves it. Inside, a hidden letter and a small key appear. The letter reads, "The first word of my final location." Lara thinks for a moment, then realizes immediately. She runs to her father's grave. She presses the first letter R, carved on the stone. A hidden lock appears. She inserts the key. The wall behind the grave slides open. A secret door leads directly into Richard's secret office. Inside are dusty files, maps, and old recordings. Lara picks up a video camera. Richard's face appears. "Richard, Lara, if you're watching this, it means I couldn't return. After your mother's death, I set out to find her in the other world. In that quest, I started Project Hemi. But if this power falls into the wrong hands, it could destroy the world. So burn it." But something changes within Lara. Instead of burning the box labeled Himiko, she reads every page. She discovers that Queen Himiko is imprisoned on a mysterious island called Yamatai, a place where stepping foot is like inviting death. Lara pieces together her father's final words and gets closer to the truth. She learns Richard was heading to the island with a captain named Lu Ren, who promised to take him there. However, Lara has not yet signed the death papers, so she has no inheritance. Still, she refuses to give up. She sells her jade necklace, given by her mother, and sets off for Hong Kong with the little money she has. In Hong Kong, using her father's old records, Lara searches for Lu Ren. Suddenly, local boys approach under the guise of help and snatch her bag. Lara chases them, leaping over crowded markets and boats. One boy climbs a moving boat, but she jumps across rooftops and finally catches him, retrieving her bag. The boy draws a knife, but Lara dodges, swings from a hook, and leaps aside. Her eyes fall on an old ship in the middle of the sea, the Endurance. The boy's backing off when a gunshot rings out. Captain Lu Ren fires into the air, dispersing them. "Lu Ren, leave this place. It's not for you." Seeing Lu's state, Lara realizes he has drunk heavily and fallen into the water. She dives in, splashing water on him, and shows him his father's letter. Lara, do you know Richard Croft? Lu Ren. Richard Croft. The name sounds familiar. My father might have met him, but strange enough, he also went missing on that same trip. Lara is stunned. Their fathers had both gone on the same journey, to Yamatai. She pulls out her father's diary, full of mysterious codes and marks. Lu examines them. Lu Ren. These aren't numbers, they look like clock hands. Lara immediately understands. She aligns the angles on the map, discovering Yamatei's location, Lu Ren. The island is extremely dangerous. Going there is like calling death itself. He softens only after seeing a childhood photo of his father, Lara. Take me to the island and I'll pay you well. Hearing money, Lu agrees. Together they set off on a perilous journey to Yamatai Island. As the ship sails, Lara flips through her father's diary. She discovers an old Asian puzzle detailing how Himiko was imprisoned behind a closed door. Reaching her tomb will not be easy. Dangers and traps await. A mysterious organization, the Order of Trinity, is monitoring her father's mission. They seek to dominate humans with magical powers. Richard feared that if Himiko's power fell into their hands, the world would be doomed. Night falls. Lara sleeps in her berth but awakens to a raging storm. Lightning flashes, waves roar. Lu struggles to stabilize the ship, but the winds are too strong. Lara runs to the bridge and realizes they are dangerously close to Yamatai. Massive waves repeatedly push the ship back. Lu Ren, evacuate the ship immediately. Lara rushes to her cabin to grab her father's diary, but the puzzle box remains behind. A huge wave smashes the rear against rocks. Chaos erupts. Lara slips into the sea, and the storm separates her and Lu. Somehow she reaches the shore, exhausted, wet, shivering. She senses she is not alone. Before she can react, someone strikes her from behind, plunging her into darkness. The next day, Lara awakens in a stranger's tent. Sitting before her is Matthias Vogel. Calmly, he says, "Matthias, don't be afraid. I mean no harm. I have a daughter your age. I can't leave this island until my work is done." Lara checks her bag. It is empty. Matthias chuckles. "Matthias, the thing you were looking for is now with me. Your father's diary. Everything I needed, I have it now." "Lara, where is my father?" Matthias's eyes turn cold. "Matthias, we captured him. He refused to obey, so we had to kill him." Lara freezes, tears streaming. Her heart burns for revenge. She sees workers blowing up rocks with dynamite. Among them is Lu Ren, captive and forced to work. Later, Matthias orders everyone to move to the next point. Lu quietly tells Lara most workers are fishermen or people trapped by smugglers. He also reveals they killed his father. "Lara, I'm sorry. Lu Ren, we're still alive. The fight isn't over." Using Richard's diary, Matthias finally finds a way to Himiko's tomb. He orders the entrance cleared. Lara, Lu, and the workers clear the path. An old worker collapses from exhaustion. A guard aims a gun at him. "Sud, get up and work, or I'll shoot." Lara and Lu intervene. Matthias arrives, merciless, shooting the old man in the chest. Shocked, the others freeze. Lu throws a rope to give Lara a chance to escape. She runs, bullets flying. A guard aims at her, but Lu saves her. Getting shot in the arm, Lara climbs a fallen tree over a river. But bullets distract her. She falls into the river, fighting the current, and climbs onto a crashed plane just as the wings start to break. She finds an old parachute and jumps into the jungle. A sharp wooden branch pierces her stomach. She removes it, bleeding but undeterred. Exhausted and injured, Lara hides in a nearby cave. Rain pours. Suddenly, Matthias's men capture her with a rocket launcher. She bites his arm to escape, but he slams her to the ground, trying to strangle her. Lara grabs a stone, smashing his head. He staggers, but doesn't fall. She strikes again, finally subduing him. Covered in mud, she presses his face into the ground. She sits, trembling, blood on her hands. Her eyes no longer show fear, only the fire to survive. In the shadows, she sees a figure, her father, Richard. Seeing the truth in Lara's eyes, his stern smile softens. He bandages her wounds. "Richard, you won't stay here. I won't leave you alone." Morning comes. Workers have cleared the path to Himiko's tomb. Richard asks, "Richard, did you burn all my research?" Lara, "No." Richard realizes the danger if Matthias gets the diary. "Richard, if Himiko's tomb opens, the world will never be the same." Lara resolves to confront, carefully, not head-on. She sneaks into Matthias's camp with a bow and arrow shadows conceal her. Her father notices and sends a subtle signal. She steals Matthias's satellite phone, sending a signal. Richard moves toward the tomb. Matthias notices and commands his guards to surround him. Lara races but is too late. "Matthias, I'll finish him now, then go home." "Richard, your home won't exist while that door remains open." Matthias tortures Richard. Lara uses her wits, sending a precise arrow to stop one guard. Her target is Matthias. A deadly silence falls. "Matthias, open this tomb if you want to save your father." Lara knows it is risky, but if she does nothing, Richard will die. She twists the ancient wheels on the tomb door. Thuds echo with each turn. Finally, a massive stone door falls, revealing darkness, cold air, and a strange smell. "Richard, this isn't wind, it's Himiko's breath." Matthias laughs, mocking. Lara advances. A trigger activates, spears pierce a guard. Shadows move on the walls. They cross a bridge over a pit of skeletons, feeling death in the air. Another guard steps on a trigger. Heavy doors slam. The ground cracks. Lara notices another guard manipulating wheels like an ancient lever. She grabs the wheels, spinning them. The floor beneath her gives way, leaving her dangling. She summons her final strength, spinning the wheels. Recalling the puzzle, yellow, pulse, red, heart, green. Aligning the colors, a faint green light spreads. The heavy iron door slowly opens. Inside are broken tombs, Himiko's servants' tombs. Shadows of devotion flicker. Lara recalls her father's diary. Was the curse real? They reach Himiko. Richard pleads with Matthias to stop, but Matthias's madness surges. Guards open the coffin, revealing a decayed corpse. Suddenly, Himiko's eyes blink. Her body shrivels and transforms. Lara realizes the puzzle's truth. To restore life, one must die. Anyone touching her would perish. Lara tries to stop the guards, but Himiko stands. Silence fills the air. Death is near. Matthias initially thinks it's a trick, but the first guard who touches Himiko screams. Flesh decays. Veins swell. The virus hidden in her body is unleashed. Panic erupts. Guards die instantly. Matthias kills the first guard himself. Still, Matthias's greed persists. He cuts off one of Himiko's fingers, thinking it enough. Lara strikes the remaining guard with a hatchet. Richard shoots Matthias in the leg. Lara runs, chased by a wounded guard. Matthias tries to shoot Richard, but Richard remains determined. "Richard, as long as Himiko's finger stays on the island, I won't leave. The virus will end the world if it escapes." A dead guard reanimates, attacking Richard. He is infected. Richard bandages his wounds to slow the virus. Lara hides in a servant's tomb, accidentally stepping on a bone, alerting another guard. The tomb floor collapses, dropping them into darkness. Lara climbs a nearby trigger, releasing sharp wood, killing a guard. She reaches Himiko's tomb again. Richard tells her to stay back. He is infected. Lara takes up arms, saying goodbye to her father. Matthias crosses a bone pit. Lara intercepts, kicking him down. A fierce battle ensues. Matthias grabs Lara's neck. She shoves him off a staircase. Richard detonates explosives in Himiko's tomb. Distracted, Matthias falls. Lara shoves the virus-containing bag into his mouth. Seconds later, the virus spreads inside him. Lara pushes him into the pit. The tomb shakes. Stones fall. The floor cracks. Lara climbs the walls, escaping. Lou helps her out. They see Trinity helicopters. She aims guns at the pilots, forcing them to flee. Back in London, Lara signs the papers, declaring her father dead. Becoming the new owner of the Croft Company, Anna smiles. Anna, now the business is yours. Lara, I don't care about any of this. Finally, Lara buys back the necklace she sold. Holding it in her hands, remembering her parents. If you love this adventure, hit like, subscribe, and comment your favorite moment.